Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It looks like Toyota could be up to 9 months or more behind on their RAV4 hybrid special orders that they have. This is not looking good for the company. All right, so let's just get into this and see what kind of situation Toyota has put themselves in. Over at Car Advice a few days ago, Toyota RAV4 Hybrid delays blowout 9 months, frustrated customers start Facebook group. And this does have some good information to it, but even better information is what Joshua Dowling, the guy who made this article, he was able to come up with a lot of good information here, and I'm just sharing it with you guys. So make sure you guys check the description if you want to read it. I'm gonna go dust over it and then I'll tell you my thoughts at the end. Top 10 things Toyota hybrid RAV4 purchasers should know. Of course, we know it's hot property. So Toyota was forecasting 30% hybrid sales for the entire model, an extra 25% more demand than they were expecting. Number 2, some versions are available to be delivered faster than others. Lesser models, so cheaper models seem to be easier. Some of the higher trims, the equipment on the higher trims is actually not as easily to come by. That's probably the best way to put it. So the lower end versions are going to be more likely available before the higher, more expensive trims. Another thing, allocation. Bigger Toyota dealers are getting more cars, and this is something customers have no idea about, is that when you go to order your vehicle, and I don't know how Australia does it, it almost sounds like all of these are custom orders. Here in America, yes, you can still custom order it, but a lot of times you're just better off picking something off the lot. It's available, it's gonna have 95% of the stuff you want. Yes, you kind of do have to make a compromise, maybe on color or interior, or maybe 1 or 2 options here or there, but it's better than waiting 9 to 12 months in my opinion. But yes, it does seem like certain dealers are getting the nod compared to other dealers when it comes to priority and how fast those vehicles are delivered to those dealerships. Order slot doesn't mean your car has been accepted. When a customer places an order, they're given a COSI date. That gives it A00 status. It means the order has been requested by the dealer but not yet accepted by the factory. Then Toyota's computer system gives the dealer a build prediction month. The dealers sometimes tell the customer this month, and then customers take it as gospel instead of like a huge estimation. And so your order could get rejected for the month that it's supposed to be in, or at least if the dealer tells you it's going to be in that first time, and it moves into the next month lottery and so forth and so on, and this process can continue for months. My RAV4 hybrid order placed in September 2019 is still in A00 status, the same status it had since I ordered it 6 months ago. It doesn't yet have a production slot. Number 5, first come is not first served. From what we understand, each dealer has a separate queue, and your dealer queue seems to be the biggest influence on when you get your car. Whether you get your car sooner or later is decided effectively by a lottery based on which dealer you order with. It seems that dealers are competing against each other to get their orders accepted by the factory in Japan. And number 6, this is just an example of over-promising and under-delivering. I'm not going to get too much into that one. Number 7, threatening to cancel your order doesn't give you leverage, and the reason is because the demand is so high. If you cancel your order, well, you just get your money back, and then that dealership will have no problem selling that vehicle when it arrives. Some buyers skip the queue for paying more for the car. Now this is the one, if true, makes me absolutely sick. According to industry sources spoken by Car Advice, some customers who have had their RAV4 hybrid sold from under them because another buyer who ordered the car after them paid more for it as they didn't haggle as hard. Several industry insiders say buyers are sometimes moved up in the queue if the dealer stands to make more profit. It means some buyers may be waiting longer if they have negotiated a sharper price. That is not how you treat customers. Double standards, you treating some people like royalty and others like complete crap. It makes me sick, but I know it's the world we live in, right? Our world's imperfect, but I do have extremely high expectations, more so for Lexus, but I still hate to see anyone ever treated like this, if this is true, right? I don't have any hard evidence, but knowing the auto industry and the things that go on, it wouldn't surprise me if this was the case. Your choice of color and options could slow you down. I talked a little bit about that earlier. And then if you are going to place an order, make sure to read these questions that will help you get an idea of the situation at your dealership. Now, I don't know how much different the car industry is in Australia compared to America, and I'm sure there are huge congruencies. It almost sounds like every single hybrid RAV4 is a custom order, but that's probably not the case. But that's what this article is talking about. If you custom order a RAV4 hybrid exactly the way you want it, it's just a guessing game. Now, I don't have any experience when it comes to the Toyota end of things. My experience comes from Lexus here in America. And if you custom order a car in America, we usually say about 4 months time. Sometimes they come in earlier, but 4 months is probably a good average, maybe a little bit on the conservative side on when you're going to get that vehicle when you custom order it. But it's not perfect because sometimes you can ask Lexus to build a vehicle a certain way and they will reject it. I know the process is not perfect on the Lexus side. It does sound a heck of a lot better than it is on the Toyota side, but my advice to you guys is to not custom order a car. I know that sounds crazy, and I know you guys really want exactly what you want. If there's something close, like when you're going into a dealership, you should be fairly flexible. If you have to have red, that is your non-negotiable, you should be okay with different interiors. And in terms of equipment, being a little bit flexible is going to help you out tremendously. And I probably sound like a car salesman at this point, but when you shoebox yourself into this car that might not exist and might not ever exist through a custom order, it's really, really tough. And I know Toyota, I'm trying to put myself in Toyota's shoes. Like, they're like, oh my gosh, this car is an absolute smash hit. We're just trying to like get things figured out as best as we can from the factory to be able to meet the needs of our customers. You also have this middleman, right? The dealerships, which can mess things up big time as well. We don't have the full picture, right? This Facebook group that was started for Australia RAV4 hybrid custom order people who are not getting really good customer service, who are being felt cheated, and I understand. They are still probably the small group here, but I don't know. I'm not in Australia. I'm just making assumptions. And at this point, I turn this over to you guys. What do you think? I know I do have viewers in Australia. What are your guys' experiences, stories? Tell me, because I want to know. And then you guys here in America and wherever else you are, because I know the RAV4 hybrid is big everywhere. It's not just Australia and America. I know it's their best seller in the world right now. So please tell me what your experiences are when it comes to your dealer, if you custom ordered it, because that is very important to this video. But I just want to know your experience when it came to buying your RAV4 hybrid. I just feel horrible for the purchasers of their vehicles who haven't yet received it, and my heart goes out to them, because good things are worth waiting for, not in this type of manner, if you know what I mean. So all right guys, smash the like button just for Toyota in general. I don't even know, the RAV4 hybrid is still a phenomenal vehicle, so smash it for that. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.